Release the Kraken!
Welcome back, fellow game designers. In our last video, we went ahead and did some painting for Leon's body and armor. And in this one, we're going to go ahead and export our paint layers back to Maya. So let's go up to File here, come down to Export All Paint Layers. And what that's going to do is going to bring up this dialog here. And it looks a little scary at first, but it's really not that bad. In general, this is just all of the materials we've created so far. And if you haven't created something, it won't show up here. So I haven't done all the pieces yet, but most of what I've done is here. Okay. Now, this little gobbledygook, this is code that just basically says take the name that is already existing on your materials and your layers. So you don't actually have to type anything in here. You can just leave that as is. Down here, there is a path. This tells it where to go. And the path is actually here. So path template, this goes to the Mudbox folder. That is right here. So that is documents, Mudbox, the current version type, data. So we're in 2024 and here's the data. And you can see I've already done this for Jill. And these are the various paint layers that I've sent out for Jill. So if I come back into here, we can pick our file type. I'm going to pick Targa, but whatever file type you want. And you can also specify your own path. So if you want to pick like the desktop or something, you can always hit this and say, yeah, I want that to be on the desktop. Bam. And then now you have your desktop and you can specify this. Now, there is an override paths checkbox, but I've never really had this actually be successful. So try it, see what happens on your system. I found that manually changing these to the desired path tends to work a little bit better, but it's okay. We're going to use the default path anyway. All right, so once you have that, down here, you can choose. You can either merge all of your layers into one texture, or you can have each individual layer sent out and you can deal with them however you like. To show you that, I'm going to go ahead and just export as is. So I hit export. And all those are going to go. It's going to ask me to overwrite just because I have stuff there already. And I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Cool. And then down here, these are all the things that were exported. And you can see how every single layer got exported. I don't necessarily need every layer. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to hop up here and I'll go back to export paint layers. And I'll just check the merge boxes here. So what that's going to do is it's going to compress everything into individual textures. So I'll have one for the body material, I'll have one for the knee pad, one for one for the belt, one for the body, and then the armor. So I'll go ahead and just delete whatever I have here, just to show you. And then when I export, and there they are. So now I have just the 4. And each one of these is a texture compressed down. And you can just drag these right into Unity or into Maya and hook them up as you need. To get this to go directly into Maya for you, it's pretty easy. We're going to go over and just pick an object you want to send. So I'm going to grab the body here. I'm going to come up to File, come down to Send to Maya. And then you can pick the way that you want to send it. If you've done sculpting on your model, you can always send the whole model back as a new scene. You can update the current scene. If you just want to send the textures, you can send the update textures in current scene. So I'll do that one. And then it will ask me, do I want to send the base or do I want to send the current level? And if you have subdivision levels on your model, that's what it's really asking you for. Since I've updated my model subdivision levels, it gives me a choice. I'm actually going to send the base mesh. So I'll send that over. And it's going to ask me again what I want to do with my textures. I'm just going to say merge it. And I'm actually going to take this code right here. I'm going to copy that and just paste it here. What that means is it's going to grab whatever the name is of my current object. So it's going to copy body mat and grab that from here. And then I can hit enter and hit OK. That's going to start sending. If it doesn't update right away, come back into Mudbox and just click the update option. And I'll just send that again. And there it goes. Yay. It looks a little pale, but it's okay. We got him in, and it's great. And if I select him, I go up here, you can see he now has the body mat on him. And we can also follow the path, and you can see this leads into the Mudbox folder. Pretty good. If you want to send something else, you can always do that. I can grab the armor, and I can send that as well. I'll just update the current textures in the scene. And then I'll check the box here, make sure those merge. Hit OK. And for some reason it doesn't update all the time, so I'll just come back and update a second time. There it goes. Yeah. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Go ahead and get all of your textures out. If you want to make a change to your texture, you're welcome to, and you can just update it live. And yeah. In the next one, we'll start working on the hair. So save your work, stay tuned, and I shall see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. Misty and I both thank you. If you enjoyed that video you just watched, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, there's Lame Duck Studios merch. Grab yourself a cool hat, sweater. You can always check out my Patreon, where you can get access to exclusive content just for my patrons, as well as videos ad-free ahead of time. Or pick up one of my books. The Life and Times of Dinah Marton is about a criminal psychologist who moonlights as a serial killer, and The Guardian's Path of Ascension is about 5 teens who realize they have the power of gods and have to save the universe. Both of those are available on Amazon. There are links down in the description. And The Guardians is going to be converted into a comic book. I'm working with my artist Patrick. We're pretty excited. We're shooting for an October release. You can see some of the work that's been done here. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.